It's late December in central New York, which typically means at least two things. There's snow on the ground and Syracuse basketball in the dome, as the Orange play host to the Stonehill Skyhawks tonight. As William Kyle III and Ridvan Tutic take the jump ball. The Orange control, and there's the captain, J.J. Starling, taking things from the point. George finds Starling, who lays it up and in, as smooth as he'd like from the start there, Devo.
And that's the start you want to have for Syracuse and for J.J. Starling. Being aggressive, getting downhill to the bucket, applying pressure every single possession down.
A look at the Stonehill lineup. Rex Sunderland, Devontae Hackett, Herman Kofi, Ridvan Tutic, and Raymond Espinal Guzman. Kofi, the standout player for Stonehill. Extra pass to Hackett. Good ball pressure there by Sadiq White. Here's Kofi, steps back over Kings and drains it.
So when they're able to be aggressive in attack, that's what they should do.
Starling out to White. JJ, no hesitation, drains it. So the first 5 points of the game go to number 2, and he's only 2 points away now from crossing that 1,000-point mark. Kyle sets the screen for George. George pulls up, and he drains it. Hot start for the Orange as Nathan George opens his account for the night.
He was coming off his best game of the season, 22, 6, and 6. And how did he have that game? He was looking to be aggressive. He wasn't hesitant. He wasn't overthinking. He was just playing and looking.
Starling with an emphatic finish to cross the 1,000-point mark. It's JJ 1,000 in the orange jersey. And JJ's been aggressive early in the last few games. You want to see him sustain it in this one. Here's a look at what he's been able to do, mixing it up, going inside, getting the kick out from Sadiq, hitting it from the outside as well, and then Devo, that emphatic dunk as well on the break. J.J. Starling getting it done on both ends so far in this one.
He's just being active on both ends of the floor and
make sure he got it out the way early.
And now he just has to continue that play going forward in this game.
Aggressive Orange, there's that pressure you're talking about, Devo.
But Sean, at no point in this game should Syracuse let Stonehill feel comfortable.
Sunderland corrals the miss. Devo taking a look here at your Devo's dimes for Stonehill. Kings over to George, the jab step, sent Sunderland on skates and gets the friendly roll. Nate George says, count it. Finds Sunderland open at the top of the key, who can't answer the trifecta. Kofi over to Hackett, who drains one.
Defensive rebound and limited second and third chances for the other team.
White pulls up, and he drains one. So the Orange hot early.
It was off a offensive rebound, so it was an easy look. But if this guy right here is knocking down open three-point shots, watch out.
We'll see if Kai can pick up where he left off. Here he is. Kai and getting into that mid-range, getting to the basket, and just like that, Kai and Anthony knocks one down. He's got Holden matched up with him. That feels like a mismatch, Devo. And Kings rocks the cradle, brings the baby inside.
Get downhill, apply pressure to the rim, everything else opens up from there.
There's Tutic, finishes with a tough layup inside. Controlling the tempo right now, calls for the screen from Suare. Fennell out to Anthony. It's taken away, that's Holden. Going to the basket, no good there. Betsy tries to corral the miss, can't do so. Kofi back out to Ruth, who knocks it down. Ruth on the back door. Ruth to high lefty, unable to drop. There's McGuinn. As the Orange looking to get a rebound, they can't. McGuinn follows up his own miss. Suare returns the favor. Anthony drives, and he's stripped. Here comes Herman Kofi all the way to the rack, and Suare gets that shot out of there. Sky high from Ski to keep Kofi from dropping one in.
It was a great job, great effort by Suare, just running down the floor.
No made field goals for either team in the last 3 minutes. The Orange looking to end that here as J.J. Starling, a tough bucket, skied up there, got a hand on it, but Stonehill comes away with it. Tudic, nice pass out to Kofi. Corner three, bullseye. But those are the sort of looks that could give Syracuse trouble. George drives into the lane. The hoop and the harm. Nathan George and J.J. Starling share a little flex there. It's starting backcourt for the Orange, getting it done.
And Sean, if you're Syracuse, try to get out and play with a little bit of pace. Get ahead of the defense before they set up in the half court. We know what he's capable of. Everybody's been waiting for this breakout game that he had against Northeastern. Now he just has to continue that going into ACC play.
Starling lays it in with a full head of steam. See how the Orange respond.
George has to be aware that you got to get a guy in that high post or drive that gap.
George aggressive again with the hang time. We're looking at another season high for him tonight. Tudic and Kyle, that's a battle of the bigs underneath. And it looks like William Kyle wins that round. Great play from the Nebraska native.
Great job just standing his ground, hands up, getting the block.
Stonehill stays in the zone. George finds Starling, who goes up with the right hand. J.J. Starling, he's the Baldwinsville bucket. Kofi up to 5 points on the night. Good ball movement from the Skyhawks. And it ends with a 3-ball. Good footwork. He gets stuffed by the rim on that one. You don't see that often from William Kyle. And Hackett comes down on the other end and drains a 3. It just always feels like it goes that way. Stonehill comes out in zone. There's Starling. Kick out to Kings, and Kings drains it. It's the Kings gambit to end the first half for Syracuse amongst the Cuse consensus. Here's Tudic. Kyle gambled on that one. Hackett looking for 9, and he's got it. Hackett, he's had the hot hand for Stonehill. Herman Kofi goes up, and Sadiq White, great contest at the rim.
Great job by White coming over. Syracuse in the half-court defense, they have to bump the cutters. They can't let guys just cut through cleanly.
What a look from Nathan George. Looked like he had eyes in the back of his head there to find Sadiq White. Tudic backs down White. Drop step, good footwork. Sunderland from deep, drains it. Big man, great footwork underneath to find Sunderland out top.
And great job being patient, noticing William Kyle coming in, and he's going to hit his shooter every single time. Sunderland's going to knock that down.
Picks up the miss. Here's Nathan George looking to pick up where he left off in that first half. Good footwork, a pretty finish off the glass.
Yeah,
Mello was just in Massachusetts a few months ago as Nate Kings knocks it down to be enshrined into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame. George surveys the landscape. The ball ends up with Will Kyle underneath. Good defense from Stonehill, but Kyle, the man with the plan underneath, flushes one. William Kyle III stuffs one down the chimney.
And William Kyle, we know what you can do around the rim. Throw it down one time, big fella.
Kofi plays off 2 feet and cans it. Ruth comes off the screen, goes up with the left hand, and he gets it to fall. Tough bucket.
If he's aggressive throughout.
Splits a pair there, and Kyle comes away with it. Now White gets another chance and puts it down. Some offensive rebounding for Syracuse in this half, Devo.
Well, that should be every single possession. If you got Sadiq White and William Kyle under there, you should get every single rebound. It's just a great job by the Cuse, being aggressive off the free throw. William Kyle couldn't have finished the first one, but Sadiq White, great job. Right here, you want to see the ball pressure, you want to hedge out, you want to communicate, and you want to be able to limit Stonehill to one chance.
Kofi from the wing, nylon.
Got to look for that high post, short corner area against this zone.
Kings finds the short corner. The turnaround is pure, right on cue. Nate Kings, the trifecta, finds Kofi, and Kings doing it on both ends, gets a hand on it.
Great defensive play right there by Kings.
Starling up and over, smooth as you'd like. Have a chance to really push the pedal on this one. George, fast break here, goes back to White. Athletic move, but can't finish. But King's there to clean up the mess. Coach Krause doesn't have many options left to turn to. George to White, who's got reservations for the top floor.
And if you weren't paying attention, you would miss it. But
to be back for that Clemson game on New Year's Eve, and the Orange could use him.
18 points and 6 rebounds, surely they could use him.
George drains the corner triple. George, as the starters are running rampant now. J.J. Starling, no hesitation, and he knocks one down. It's like shooting threes can be contagious.
Well, they're playing with confidence.
Betsy to Zephyr. The lefty, the Cali kid, makes Stonehill feel the breeze. It's Bryce Zephyr. First look at Norbu Jempa. Diawara controls the miss, and Fennell will hold off the charge. Final score in this one, Syracuse 77, Stonehill 48.